Did something happen the last couple weeks?
I can tell. Too late, I'm in the 40s. Gotta go around the horn. Faster.
You like that? Get it? Okay, if you don't get it, like the video. If you do get it, like the video. Comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and enjoy the video. Oh yeah! So the Knicks won the NBA championship. Yeah, you heard me right. The Knicks won the NBA championship. No, I know it sounds crazy. The Knicks are the 2026 NBA champions, beating the Spurs 4-1, going on a 16-3 run throughout the entire playoffs. Now, how many teams can say that? They had the highest point differential in any playoff run ever. How many teams can say that? Only them. It's just, yeah, the Knicks are NBA champions. You would think I'm from some fantasy land, but I'm not. This is real life. This is not a dream. Just like Mike Breen said, the Knicks are NBA champions. And today I want to put some math behind it. But before I do that, I don't put fan caps on. It's not my fan cap. I'm a Wizards fan. But this is my uncle's, who gave it to me when I was young. Just to put this into perspective, of what it means that the Knicks won. My uncle is 50 years old, does not wear Nike, has not worn Nike to this day because of what Michael Jordan did to the Knicks in the 90s. If I walk over to his house with Nikes on, he's not going to like it. He is probably the biggest Knicks fan I know. Loves the Knicks as much as I love the Commanders. And this is for him. I was so happy for him and hope that I can get that one day with one of my teams. But just to put it into perspective, that was the first Knicks championship he has seen in his lifetime at age 50. Because it's been 53 years since the Knicks won a championship. My mom was born on a day the Knicks won on one of their championships. She has only seen one of them, and she was 3. I guess she was born on the other one, that she was there, but I don't know. When you're a baby, you're just like, I'm a baby. Like me, the Commanders, when they had their run in 2024, the last time they'd won a playoff game, I was 3 years old. At that point, I'm just like learning how to count to 5 and how to go to the bathroom in a toilet. So for when they went on that run, that was the first real taste of success I had gotten. And we didn't even make it to the Super Bowl, let alone win. But it's just crazy. The Knicks have been, as long as I've known them, have been a laughing stock, a perennial loser, and who knew all you needed was a couple of Wildcats, and that's all you needed to get a championship. I mean, they're winners. They've done it. Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges, they've done it twice. Josh Hart, only once. You're still on the not nice list after what you said about analytics, even though I know you're a Commanders fan. Congratulations on the championship, by the way. The Knicks are NBA champions. I'm going to say it throughout this video because it still doesn't feel real when I say it. It still feels like there's another game. I mean, I did have fun today. That the reason I haven't posted in a while. I was at the analytical championship parade in Cleveland. They were having a big ceremony. Everyone brought their calculators. It was really fun, but I even have my calculator. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to bring out this calculator because I want to do some math. I want to make this Knicks video about math because I want to talk about win probability. All right, win probability. You've probably seen it on your screen at some point watching whatever sport you like to watch. But you probably wonder, how do they get to that number? What does it mean? And without actually seeing the models, you won't know exactly what it means, but what I can tell you is no matter what sport you're really talking about, in this case we're talking about basketball, win probability will consist of obviously the score, obviously how much time is left, and the strength of the other teams. So one team is good, one team is bad. It means more if they have a 10-point lead with 5 minutes left than if a bad team has a 10-point lead with 5 minutes left. And the other thing that people will use is something called Monte Carlo simulations, which, for those of you who don't know much math or stats, it's basically simulating something thousands of times, randomized, and seeing how many times the event happens out of those times. And then that's the probability. And what we found is that usually ends up being the same as something's true probability. If you simulate it enough times, both of them will converge. So you can simulate a 10-point game with 5 minutes left 10,000 times and see how many times the team that's down wins. How many times does the team that's up 10 win? That's win probability. You can base it on historical precedent, but sometimes historical precedent is not enough because records can get broken. Game 4. Oh my god, game 4. I was about to turn off the game. I was going to turn off the game at halftime. I said, I'm done. The Spurs were hitting everything. It didn't matter. Everything was going in for the Spurs and nothing was going in for the Knicks. And then they slowly just kept chipping away. And I'm going to have a LeBron moment right now. But bear with me. I said, my friend can attest to this. We were playing Xbox. I had the game going on my phone in the background. I said, if the Knicks can get this to 15 by the start of the fourth quarter, they can do it. And if you want to take a look at what the score was, it was 15 at the end of the third quarter. I said it. I have witnesses. And what I want to do now is I'm going to I'll put the tweet in the description, but I saw a tweet and this person had the win probabilities from all of the games that the Knicks won, where the Spurs, everyone knows it by now, the Spurs had double digit leads in the first quarter of all 5 games, and the Knicks won 4 of them. The Spurs had double digit leads in every single first quarter, and the Knicks won all 5. No, not all 5. 4 out of 5 of those games. In game 4, where the Spurs had a 29-point lead, largest comeback in finals history, the Knicks had a 0.4% chance to win. 0.4. If we look at these other ones, the Knicks had an 8% chance, a 27% chance, and you really look at these and then you say, what is the probability that the Knicks win all 4 of those games? And don't worry, I did the math for you guys already. I have a calculator. So I'm going to make the assumption, this is a stats disclaimer. I have to do this in case someone is watching that knows stats. I am assuming that all of these games are independent of each other. And they're probably not. What that means is there's no memory of what happened from game 1 to game 2. Like game 1 and game 2 don't depend on each other, when obviously they do. The Spurs are going to play differently in game 2 based on whether or not they won or lost game 1. Same for the Knicks. There's probably a little bit of dependency there that I'm not taking into account. But assuming all of these things are independent, assuming game 1 is independent from game 2, is independent from game 3, and so on, you multiply these 4 percentages together and you get 0.0004%. That's percent. 0.0004%. And you remember percentages are divided by 100 and all that. So the percentage chance that we witness what the Knicks just did is about 1 in 250,000. It's not like getting a perfect bracket, but that's still pretty crazy. In 249,999 of those simulations, the Spurs get at least one of those games. At least one. And who knows what that does for the series? Who knows what that does if the series is now 2-2 or 3-2? Who knows what would have happened? But the one time out of 250,000, the Knicks did it. But they've been doing impossible stuff all year long, all playoffs long. And I picked against them. I'll say it. I was wrong. But if you remember my video, I'm very happy that I'm wrong. It is crazy the amount of things the Knicks can say that they have done that no other team has done. I don't think this is recency bias to say. What the Knicks did was stuff of legend. This is going to be one of those teams that I tell my kids about. This is going to be one of those teams that really goes down in history for everything that they did. Did I mention 3 out of the top 6 finals comebacks in NBA history? In one series. They had the greatest one, obviously, the 29-pointer. They also had a 16-pointer. They also had a 14-pointer. It's ridiculous. This is stuff of legend. If you're a Knicks fan, I don't care if they never win again. You will always have this amazing run, one of the greatest runs we've ever seen, and nobody will be able to take that away from you. Not even the calculators that said the Cavs won. Even the calculators say what you just did is 1 in 250,000. Just enjoy it. I I hope you guys learned something today. The Knicks are NBA champions. I am going to the NBA draft. I'm going to vlog that. It's going to be awesome. The Wizards have the number 1 pick. I don't know who we're going to draft yet. I have a feeling but you guys will see me there and I'll make a video about it. And if you can guess who this jersey is in the comments, it's 26 for Washington. If you guys can guess who that is, first person to guess it in the comments gets $5. Let's say that. See you guys.